This is Rick with Shooter 1721. Ooh, guess what we got today? We got this Seneca Eagle Claw. Man, oh man! So it's that lever action style with an Indonesian walnut Monte Carlo stock, weighing probably about 8.7 pounds. You add your scope. We got this Hawk 5 to 25 on here. Awesome scope for this gun. And it goes up to about 10 pounds. And then we got our pick and weaver rail on top. This is in 25 cal that we have. And the 25 cal, when we got it out of the box, I was like, wow, this feels meaty. We have a 460 cc tank on here. We have a two-stage adjustable trigger. Now, I left the trigger set up for us as we're just going to shoot it where it's set from the factory. There's a lot of great features about this gun that I was surprised, and it's you can tune it. So the power wheels on the bottom, of course, we'll show more of that too, but I definitely want to show you you're able to adjust and tune this. And doing that, we were able to see, because, what the power levels were with our chronograph. But one interesting thing, so we shoot a 25-39 first pellet out of the gun, and I got the chronograph set up, and it says 1,044. I'm like, wait, wow. And I was like, well, let's bring it down to the 910, 880 range, and man, did it settle in. And we were able to shoot a bunch of different things and check it out. But today on film, we're just going to show you the 25-39s, a 5-shot group. We're going to show you that. We're going to show you the trigger pull. We'll run some chronograph numbers, and we'll talk a little bit more about shot count once we get into this. That's enough talking. Man, let's get to shooting. Woo! Well, here we are at the bench with the Seneca Eagle Claw shooting JSB 25-39s. Man, did we have some interesting things when we first started out with this guy. So I shoot across the FX chronograph, and it's cranking 1,044. And I'm like, I look at Ryan, I'm like, man, oh man, that's moving. So what I did is I really like 880 to 910 for any Diablo pellet, and 25-39s I think is the best harmonic tune of the stabilization of the pellet. That's just me. I'm not saying they're not accurate. Different guns, different length barrels, all this, different twist rates. Come on, we know that. But I'm finding across the board what I'm seeing in air guns, and we've reviewed quite a few, is that's what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna shoot 5 shots down there and see how this does. We got this beautiful Hawk scope here. So all right, let's see what happens here.
891.
Okay.
881. 877. 870.
And you can hear, what I also did for this 5-shot group is I set this at, I'm shooting at about 2,600. I found that also in guns with the bell curve that have some things going on, is I actually shoot them at a different pressure for the 5-shot groups and stuff. So that's why you're hearing that pressure. It does stay pretty consistent, but I have it right there. I did shoot a couple shots before I shot this, so. Wow. Wow. That, guys, for me, that's a tune on this gun. That's this gun. That was really, really nice. That's just, I think that's where you should be. Now, I do have slugs, and I have things like that I'm going to test and stuff. But on film, we definitely wanted to show you the accuracy is definitely, that's 50 yards. This is a great hunting gun. I think with the power, I mean, even with the 34 grainers, I think I'm going to run some chronograph tests on that too and see how they're doing. And but look at that 5-shot group. Ooh, come on, man. All right. Let's move to the trigger pull test. And remember, this is factory settings, so. Okay, well, that was better than I thought. Show you there. All right. Wow, pretty consistent. Holy cow, that's consistent. So you can see the nice break on that trigger. I mean, we could get a little bit lower than that, but I'm thinking what we're seeing, you know, 1 pound, 11 ounces, 11 and a half ounces. I mean, that's really nice. You know, the more that we shot this today, and we got more to do in the video yet, but the more we shoot this, the more we're seeing it just, everything's working, you know, it's smoother and smoother as we go along. Even in today, in the hours we're doing this video, we're watching this thing just work itself in. One thing I do like is I definitely like the Weaver pick rail on top. They did a good job with that. And if you're looking for a lever action, this is a pretty nice gun. Well, here we are at the end of the video, and you know, one thing that we'll do a little talking about what we found with this gun. Plenty of power. I mean, plenty of power, but accuracy was great. What you didn't get to see is we tested the hybrids, 25 FX hybrids out of it. Actually didn't shoot bad, and the reason I didn't show you is because I only got so much time with the gun, and I got to tune it and work with it, because I think there's a feet per second we'd be looking for. I think the hybrids were actually shooting, what we saw was 1,010. So we were right around 1,010 with the hybrids. And I think with a little bit more tuning, I actually had 3 touching and then 2 to the left. So we had something a little bit going on there, but that wasn't bad at 50 yards. And then I shot, another thing I shot was the 34 grainers, as you know, Ryan's setting up cameras and we're checking things out and we're seeing what pellet and how everything's doing, so we can put it on film for you. But the 34 grainers were shooting, I think we were right around 970, 950. And they were just shooting lights out. They shot really nice group. They shot a little over a half-inch group, but that's plenty of power for hunting. I mean, a lot, you know, 70 foot-pound range, we'll say. And just amazing. Things that we know that we can do. As you'll see in the video, you know, I left the trigger pull as is. You know, I do everything pretty much standard, so that way you guys get to see what the gun's doing right out of the box. And I do have to give a shout out to Hawk. This 5-25 is very nice scope, very clear. And I think with a little bit of adjusting the trigger, I think my groups will go under a half-inch with this. And the nice thing about it, the power range went from what we saw from 1,044 was our highest, down to, we were right around the 600 range. So that's a lot of tuning, but it does do some jumps in between there. But the Eagle Claw, if you like your lever actions and you like your walnut, and you like accuracy for your hunting and power and tunability, the Eagle Claw, oh, it's about, on the Loudness scale, it's about a medium. It's about 3 medium. And you get about, I think we checked about, I was getting 23 to 24 really good shots. This is Rick with Shooter 1721. Thanks for watching.